Hi everyone, my name is Marvel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks again for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification icon so when I release a video you get notified. Without further ado, let's go straight to today's video. Alright guys, today I want to talk about reasons why I believe we should all get involved into farming. And if I give you these statistics, some of you may be blown away, some of you may be astonished by this news, but I want you to take this into consideration and take it more seriously because apparently the things that I talk about, I know people who reach out to me, who email me, who text me, those that have my number, we discuss this issue a lot. But for some reason, a lot of people still think this is a joke, but it is not. Let me give you one thing that will probably make your head spin real quick. Okay, the human population is increasing by 75 million every year, and it is expected to exceed 9 billion by 2050. Are you hearing these numbers? So now say to yourself, how many farmers out there are really producing gigantic amount of food products to meet these expectations? Not a whole lot. I'm not here to talk about all other parts in the world. I'm here to focus on the Democratic Republic of Congo. That is my native country and one of the countries that I care the most about. Given the fact that we do not really have a lot of farmers who are farming in extent where to actually put food on a lot of people's table, well, that's why I took on this journey, believing that this is the future, not only the economic opportunities aspect of it, but also to serve the local people who are in need of food. A country like the Democratic Republic of Congo should never crave for food because of insufficient lands. We have lands out there available. Millions upon millions of arable lands in the country. We're not using them for nothing. And this is the time where most of us here, especially in the diaspora, should rise. We should stand up and go take on these opportunities. You guys have no idea how many emails that I receive. From now on, I feel like I should start sharing them on a YouTube channel. I do not even think if this is will raise a privacy concern to the people that are reaching out to me, or maybe I should just bar their names and as well as mine, or I don't know. I'll figure out a way to do so you guys can see how important this is. I get emails from people that are not even from Congo. I want everybody to come to invest as long as it is a fair game. We all can benefit from it. I do not have a problem with that. But my priority here, it is to encourage most young Congolese to go ahead and invest, because if we don't do it, somebody else will. And most of the times, and this is probably one of our weakness, is that we tend to blame people who are seeing the opportunities that Congolese who live in the Congo don't see. But when those people come in, they take on these opportunities and they turn things around themselves and make good money. And a lot of Congolese get jealous. You start blaming the government for the things that you could probably prevent. Let's stop all of this pretensions, right? It is the time to every single one of us can act in one way or another to solve this issue. Trust me, in the area where I own my farm, there are farmers, but when I drive past that area, barely people are growing stuff. There are not that many people out there who are, building barns to, raise animals and things like that. There are farms around there that are doing some serious farming activities, but not that many of them are really doing it in a way that will probably change the game. But me coming from the diaspora and deciding to go back home to buy, a piece of land and start farming, I'm just not doing it for the purpose of getting view on YouTube channel, because I could very well just keep these information to myself and it would not change anything and making money on the low. But the reason I've been sharing these contents on this channel, because I wanted people to see how much money you could make being a farmer and the opportunity that this particular sector presents. So if you think for some reason you can only make money doing some other things, so that's fine. But for those of you that are interested in farming, trust me, if it's done right in a country like ours, you will be surprised with the amount of money you will take home after the expenses. The profits you will amass into your pockets, it is way beyond your expectations. Trust me, when I'm saying this, I'm looking at the people who I know have been doing this for years, and some of them are building homes or getting into real estates because of the money that they have made from farming. Just think about it this way, all right? So whether you're a vegan or you're a vegetarian or whatever you are, we all need food. Food is what get us by every single day. I get that some of you may fast for one reason or another, but we don't fast every day. So go to the grocery store, right? And see the amount of people that go to the grocery store buying food products. And let me know how much money these supermarkets or farmers markets are making from just grocery sales, all right? So what are you waiting for? Let me tell you this. This is coming from the bottom of my heart, okay? As a kid growing up, my mom, my parents own a pretty big home, all right? In our backyard, we had a garden. In our garden, my mom used to plant many different type of crops. And I remember as a child growing up, my sister usually will go and pick up different vegetables from the garden, and then they will cook fufu on the side with it and a piece of meat, and then we eat before even it's dinner time. So the food was always available. And guess what? During the 1997 war, when Kabila's father actually joined a rebel group to kick Mobutu out of power, right? We did just fine throughout the entire time for however long the war went. I'm not even making this up to give you some type of impression that, this guy's exaggerating. How could that be possible? I wish back then we have those technologies and I was old enough to document this, and it probably would be a much better evidence and proof to encourage some of you to go out there and do this. I remember from the gardens of my mom used to take care of back in my parents' home. This was in Messina because that's where I grew up, all right? And this really came in very handy. Among the other provisions that we had, like fufu, we had that in stock, and among rice and other things. But in terms of vegetables and other crops, it was growing from our gardens. And guess what? While the war was going on and supermarkets were shut down and everybody was afraid for their lives, nobody really wanted to sell anything, we were just fine. It got us through the entire time the war, until the war ended and everything went back to normal. So going back and thinking about this stuff, it only motivates me to do just that. It motivates me not only to sustain myself, but to also help the people who do not have the ability to do the exact same thing that I'm doing. Trust me, I know people who really knows a lot I know a lot of people who know a lot when it comes down to farming, but they do not own a land. They do not have the financial ability to take on farming activities. So I kind of feel bad. I had a friend back home who actually proposed to to lease a portion of my farmland to do his activities, but unfortunately, I wasn't ready to grant him that opportunity because I had things going on at the time and I didn't really want some other headaches. Plus, I didn't really know what to expect, But yes, you have people who really want to do something good, but they do not have the financial, ability to do so. But you do. For some of you out there who do have that ability to do things like this, why are you just sitting back and letting people starve? Why you can take an action and do something about it? Listen, this is more of a call to show you how important farming is. Okay, I cannot just sit here in my head knowing that there are Congolese out there who need food, and some of them would like most likely love to grow some things in their backyard, but they do not have land available to do that. They may have land, but they do not have money to purchase the the seeds or other commodities that they need to grow the plants or the crops or the fruits or whatever the case may be. But most of us here in the diaspora, we do have that. But instead, we are choosing to spend this money uncontrollably onto things that don't even matter, onto wear and tears, things that you purchase today, in a couple of weeks, you need another one, you need a new one, you gotta upgrade. Those aren't benefiting us, okay? Take a step back, think about this for a second, and see, like, there are countries out there who only depend on their agriculture. I'll give you one example. You look at a country like Cote d'Ivoire. All they have is the cocoa, among other resources that they have, but they produce this in mass, and it is contributing to their economy. But a country like Congo, who have way more arable lands available that are not even being used by like not even a third of that is put into use. But people are complaining about food. People are complaining about how other people in certain regions of Congo are starving because no, it's not because we do not have that. It's because there are not enough farmers to do so. So if you ever consider doing farming in the future, this is your opportunity. Don't wait any longer. Get on it, do something good. You'll be surprised how many people you will help by just doing that. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. This has been a pleasure to bring you this content. If you find it more informational or enjoyable, make sure to hit the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so when I release videos like this one, you get the notification first. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace.